Hello, Professor Bright here. Welcome back to Cultist Simulator, where last episode, well, we sort of died due to my own, I'm going to call it inattentiveness, the scatterbrained nature of my mind, because I am not very good about being, on top of this sort of thing, unfortunately. Yes, well, we got too much dread, and so things happened. This is unfortunate, but is a thing that happens occasionally. Would love to use that vitality to work, but we don't really have the time. So we're starting up a new one. This time, Jonathan will be our aspirant. And I think I possibly might know what I'm doing this time. I have a plan, sort of. I think we started our cult a little bit too early, in my opinion. Now this will be the bequest, which will get us the funds we need to get started on everything. Hopefully it happens soon. And if we can also study, I'll be able to get my vitality up. My health up, rather. Ah, there we are. Pause for a moment. The old man's bequeathed me a sum of money, and my god, the music. I don't know if I just didn't notice it the first time, but... Curious. Now, study, but not the bequest just yet. I do like the extra funds, don't get me wrong, but a little extra health would not be bad. And if we're going to work, let's find clerical work. And while we're doing that, might as well dream of health, perhaps? This time I'm going to have to be much more attentive to, actually fixing my problems. Instead of just saying, well, it's patched for now, it's good enough. Dearie me. Oh well, these things happen. Dream of health, I'm curious. Curious what exactly will happen. Again, I really need to have a notebook ready for all this stuff and keeping it all together in my brain. Which is why I have a notebook now. So I'm going to be able to do that. Haha! Look at me adapting. Did you just blink at me? I don't remember this happening before. I don't know if it's something I didn't pay attention to, but they're blinking at me now. I'm a little worried about that. Good news, have extra health. How about some extra... Well, no. Use the reason there. And then get extra money. Aha. Mr. Alden, the supervisor of records, called me into his office to recognize my diligence. And I have a promotion, which is very useful. We'll start on that. And we're gonna study passion a little bit, for some time. But perhaps we should be studying the bequest first. Yes, study it. Study first. And what is this? Obsessions, what do you eat? Mark of shaping. Marks of delight. Marks of light. Ugh. Well, I'm not going to be doing much about that. In the display case of the Impossible Museum, I always see an apple white as snow and hard as marble, a golden beetle in a stone box, a coy geometry awaiting my touch, a black envelope bursting with spring, a brass opera box for instruments of record and measure, a storm in a tin. I always wake before I see the Isle's End. I think I always want to be dreaming, because I do tend to get things from there. And hey, if I get extra glimmerings quicker, so much the better. As yet, I have only the needs and desires of any other mortal, but what stirs me? A fair question. A restless longing has me saving. I feel I want to do something, but what exactly? An influence, aspect lantern, aspect grail, and aspect forge. Okay, so this restlessness would be quite useful once I have a cult up and running. But we'll wait on that for a little while. We'll study this bequest, we'll do a few more things in general, but we're gonna take things a bit slower. I think I got a hunter too early for my tastes. And, well, I say, things did not go entirely according to plan. What's this? More cravings. I know I should study the bequest, but come. First things first, I would like to be able to be just that little bit tougher. Just that little bit more capable. And I'll take those funds. And I'll take these dreams and this contentment. It's useful. Mostly because it'll deal with this dread, which just developed here. Where did you come from? I've seen too much. A nameless, gnawing fear has its teeth in my hopes and existential horror. Dearie me. Clear my mind using contentment. Oh? I remember that I was different, but I can't remember yet how. Dread can be restored to reason. Dread can be restored to reason with the correct resources. Does this work? I remember that I was different before. Is this how I clear out dread permanently? Well, more permanently, I should say. Oh, and, yeah, get started on that position. Yeah, go right over there to work. Don't want to get a demotion. I like my money. Bleak thoughts. Ooh, dark days. I must be careful not to let doubts creep in. Dread may provoke full-fledged despair. I see. Vivid imagination, some extra passion, useful. You are going to be staying right here next to work, because you are important to deal with. You over there, you over there. And yes, I have nothing I want to study right now, so study it using passion. Examine my bequest employing passion. I'll read, theorize, pace, sketch, clutch at my hair in wonder, rise in elation, collapse in despair. Sounds fun! And that fed dread into there. Not good. I'm gonna need to do some resting. But that'll also have to wait until some other dreams are done. Okay. I see this is happening a bit quicker than I would like. Might I say. Passion. Notes on a possible collaborator. Good. Directions to Moorlands. A temptation power. It's occurred to me that I hold the key to power. This card will allow you to win a power victory. If you upgrade it far enough, dreaming about it might advance or change it. And I think there's something else there, too. Ah! A smith's secret this time. In 5 continents, smiths have whispered the same words to the iron. Murderers have been known to whisper these words too, and adepts, of course. These words are spoken in ritual to inspire an unmerciful change. Ah, okay. Fragments of lore, okay. Okay, I'm intrigued. But I don't have anything else to study except you. The directions to Moorland's shop are cryptic. When one deals in the kind of books my correspondent studied, one must be circumspect. Oh, no. We want those directions now, please. And you. The sun still moves, the wind still walks, my journals are the labyrinth clue. And unfortunately I need more contentment to deal with the dread, which is starting to form. Ah, dearie me. That's gonna be tricky. But, anyway, this can stay over here. What's this? The wrong kind of attention already? Come on, now. The city is rife with journalists and detectives and other meddlers. How long will they leave me in peace? A little bit longer, please. Dearie me. Can I use passion here? I can. Perfect. Alright. As long as there are no clues, that should be fine. And excellent. We can explore now. And... Moorland's shop itself has been found. Excellent. So, first things first, let's get our hands on a few things. You know, just things in general. Alright, and while we're studying, study reason, because I can just use passion to fill in that for now. Exhausted passion. I would like to say I'm disappointed, but my expectations of you were already low. I have no choice but to withhold a portion of your pay. You may go, but be punctual tomorrow, please. Ugh. Okay. Passion apparently doesn't work there. But that's fine. What have we got here? Nothing. Useful. Alright. Contentment to burn away that dread, hopefully. What have you found? Traveling at Night, Volume 1. The annotated dream journals of Christopher Illapoli, sometimes called the only readable cultist. Literate, entertaining, bewildering. Useful. What else do you have on offer? I just want to burn myself down to around, let's say, 5 funds, and then we'll start on that. An early night, I have dreamt of a tall woman in a sand-colored coat who stands at the foot of my bed, smiling as she watches me sleep. In that dream, she turns her head with the swiftness of a bird, and her fingers flex like talons. I do not think I dreamt of her last night. If I had, I could not have slept so soundly. A moment in time, in another moment it'll be gone. Something on the secret histories. Curious, curious. Not exactly what I need, though. The moonlit road. I know this dream. A road crests a hilltop and the air is silver bright. We'll hope for the best. I wonder, if I fed you a Smith's secret, what does that do for you? Didn't have a Smith's secret before. Maybe it'll be something useful. Or maybe not. We shall see. The wolf despair prowls elsewhere. No dread empowers this despair. It's over for now. Perfect. Perfect. And extra fleeting memories, which give me more secret history and moth aspect. I wonder. Oh, well, there goes one. I wonder how they might be used. The burning of the unburnt god. Well, I think I know what that has to do with. Explore more of the city, though. Crowded thoroughfares by day, a fog-wrapped labyrinth by night. I'll walk the streets seeking secrets until I can walk no more. Please do. Reason and erudition. I want one more dose of reason, and then we will get our hands on a possible collaborator. Possibly. He believed I had potential, you say. Recorded his observations of someone else, too, with time and something else. Study, perhaps I can find this person. We will. Strange streets by moonlight. Well, we can explore it. Explore an uncanny tangle of streets by the light of the moon. Streets are strange in the hour called Metascate. Oh, don't you worry, we'll get to you in time. It really doesn't accept anything besides... Well, it says it will accept passion, but it didn't seem to work last time. We'll see how that turns out. Oh. A trembling in the air, the sun flickers like a shadow, dreams ripple behind the surface of mirrors. I must be careful not to drift from the waking world. Fascination may provoke visions. Curious? Curious. I wonder, should I found... See, here's the thing. I'm not sure if I should found a society based on something else or not. I'm, debating. Because I like my little society of St. Hydra, but maybe the Smiths know better. At least I assume they'd be Smiths. I mean, Forge, Smiths, 1 + 1 = 2. We're gonna have to deal with Alden at some point, but that's a matter for the future. Keep working there for now. I dreamt of opening doors, red doors and gold doors, and doors of glass, and doors bound like books, and railway carriage doors, and castle gates. Behind one was the something I seek. I woke with the slamming of doors still in my ears. Interesting enough. And you? Visions pass me with a pavan grace, a window from a wood, a garden of ice, a shivering sun, a woman of glass. I will return home reluctantly. What else can you find for me, though? Come, there must be something. That looked promising. Read whatever is to hand. The words contain knowledge. Now I contain it. It's a little like theft and a little like feasting and a little like the progression of an infectious disease. More importantly, I now have extra reason, which will be useful. Tell us of the Sleep of Reason. Oh, perhaps I should... well. We'll deal with that when it comes. Whenever the principle of the lantern sheds its light, I may recall additional scraps of knowledge. Useful, useful. Where then, I wonder, is... Oh, my passion's thoroughly exhausted. Moreland's shop is there. Where's the skill that empowers my erudition? Oh, my mistake. I haven't actually gotten the extra reason yet, so that's why I don't see it. But I do have a glimmering now. Visions pass me... Yes, we've seen that before. Extra glimmering is interesting, but not really something I need right now. Still, if I can generate more, so much the better. Oh. A sickness. I've become unwell. If an illness cannot consume health, it will cause death. Unfortunate that. Dearie me. And this requires dread. Oh, you delightful, delightful monstrosity. Paintings whisper, windows wink. I know these things are not true, but how can I be so certain? You defeat visions with dread, otherwise you'll lose yourself completely at fascination number 3. Okay, so I need to generate dread. Deliberately. I don't know how to do that. Shit. Alright. I feel like things have become very difficult since I lost that one guy. Alright. Well, logically, I should dream and dream using health. Right? These are my main tools right here. You're gonna go there. You are a problem for me to fix. You're a problem for me to fix. You are... just... you exist, so... damn it all. Season of visions, such sights, you say. Oh, thank God, I found some dread in me. Don't know where I got it from, but I will take it. And I'll take that subtle fracture. And... do I want to continue exploring these sites? Not particularly. Would I have to study this or explore this? Study, it looks like. Funds are a little bit lower than I would like. And just as I say that... I say. Let's use some of this health to explore. You're gonna go there, you're gonna go there. I think I'm gonna keep my main things. Yes, that's fine and all. Main things on the second row, problems at the top. Passion, you're gonna go down here. Erudition and glimmering, stay where you are. Skills are fine where they are. Subtle fracture, eh. You over there. Where's my reason? Ah, there we are. Skill, scholarship, and 1 reason. And you're gonna go down here for now. While you find me a collaborator. Whoever that will be. Let's see here. You're useful, but not really something I need to worry about right now. Let's see here. Oh, I thought I saw something happen. Oh, I found someone whom I might pay to enact regrettable necessities. Add funds to hire them for a limited time. I don't really need a hireling, though, so... no, thank you very... oh. Nightmare, the cleansing dawn. Now I can slough off my flesh, patch by patch, tugging the tendons free like fibers picked from teeth. My skin lies like a shredded blanket. The sun heaves itself above the horizon with a triumphant battle yell. The light falls like acid on my naked bones. Pain wakes me. My bones will throb for days. That's delightful. Alright. That's not good. What about if we rest with passion? Will that create dread? Because dread is what I need right about now. And yes, I could add a lore to this, but that seems like a bad idea. Curious. You. I have an affliction. Which must be restored using Dream. Yes. I have some mystique. Find a potential collaborator. And now I have an address. I'll dispatch a letter and propose a meeting. Indeed. Do us a favor, study the burning of the unburnt god. Jensen hypothesizes a pre-Zoroastrian fire deity whose rites were the rites of smiths. He might have a point. A smith's secret. 1 + 1 = 2? Maybe. Light in the skull. Oh, what? I did not mean to do that, but thank you for the fleeting memory instead of the fascination. A consciousness of radiance. Yeah, let me just put you along with the other nonsense I have here that I can't really do anything with, but is going to be fading away soon enough. Bloodshed, what? Work overtime. And our acquaintance shall be Slee. Craig Slee, the astronomer and avant-garde poet, has developed an interest in the esoteric as his health wanes. Curious. Hi. Could found a mystical organization. Yes. I know I talked about maybe doing that later, but on the other hand, well, we have options, you see. I know. You are needed still. Now, let me think. What to explore? I think we must go to Moreland's shop and use a bit of funds to do so. Best use of our funds for now. Choose founding principles. Now I'm curious. Establish the Unflinching Order, an occult society dedicated to the fire that changes and remakes. But then I do like the Society of Saint Hydra, an occult society dedicated to the study of the 5 histories and their 1,000 demi-real branches. And I do believe I can do better than, well, how things went the first time. I've begun my true work. The authorities will take an interest in it. I must be ready for them. You've begun to establish your cult. You'll need a little more before you can recruit followers. Oh, no, in time. All just a matter of time. A little more erudition, useful. I don't think I can study it quick enough to get enough erudition to actually improve my reason, but something to consider. I'll take the extra money, and of course continue the work. Oh! Interesting. This rite uses an instrument of power to set the blood afire. Fire is the lesion in the skin of the world. The assistant rarely survives unharmed. An ardent orison. When we watch a fire, what are we watching for? When we find out, these are the words it will speak. A word that sanctifies the change that comes when the seared skin peels. Jensen ultimately concludes, with apparent reluctance, that the deity was a goddess. He suggests that its gender may have been the cause of its suppression. The rites described are often eerie, sometimes grisly. We have a rite now. Curious. And this, an ardent orison. A collection of poetry, which... Oh no, I need glimmerings for poetry. Right. I know. Shh. Go away. Let's... he says. An ardent orison, or reason, or Chiliarch's lesson. Oh. Sometimes I might need to return to a more basic understanding of a particular piece of lore. This will split the lore into 2 lower-level fragments. You can combine it later, but that won't be as easy as splitting it. I see, he says. So this is an advanced form of this, at a guess. just judging based on what it is. And I wonder what this rite does. Well, there goes some dread. That's upsetting. Still, a subtle fracture. Her Salt's nightmare. Levered up the floorboards, wriggled down snugly. That's just delightful. And you are going to dream on an affliction. I could pay for a doctor's visit. I suppose we must. The medicine is dark and bitter as tar. It would be easier to suspect I am being poisoned. Well, some vitality would be useful. Unfortunately, my other health is fatigued, so not the best, use of time. But Traveling at Night, Volume 1, which I'm curious of. The wood lies outside the walls of the Mansus. As any study of the histories knows, the Mansus has no walls. Are you going to get me a route to the Mansus? It would be kind of you to do so. Also, please stop blinking at me. What did I just say? I swear these things are nightmarish. Oh. A terrible clarity. Our purpose demands we recognize the truths that chill the spirit. I must give of myself. To form the Society of St. Hydra once again. Alright, give up a reason. If we must. One health is restored. And let's explore a little bit. Search the city, see what we find. Ideally, we'll find something useful, but worst case scenario, all shall be well. My first recruit. A cult with one member is only an unusual habit. I must have a recruit, and I will, in time. Very good, very good. A pleasant day this morning. There's a spring in my step. I'm not sure why. Useful. Oriflamme's auction house. Oriflamme specializes in curios, perfumes, taxidermy specimens, and rare texts. It operates from cramped new premises now. Since the destruction of the old by an unexplained fire, you can buy or sell items at Oriflamme's. I'm curious. We parked on alarming Rietveld chairs in a windowless auction room with vividly burnt orange walls, waiting for the auctioneer to announce what he's offering. The reek of new paint makes the brain spin. Hit start to see what's on offer or add an item you'd like to sell. What you got? I'm curious. And now I'm a proper cultist. But I wonder, this rite of the crucible soul. Oh, let's just discuss matters, shall we? Cult business augury. My believer might be able to determine times and places where power will be available for our uses, but in matters of the Mansus, there is always danger. I'm curious. Erudition and a barber's warning. The power of the wood enjoys the separation of the lock from the scalp. For attention, burn it. For opportunity, bury it. Speak this over a corpse in a rite with a winter influence present, and the corpse will rise. Elopoli describes how he came to make repeated visits to a dream wood via what he calls silver dreams. Trying to think your way to the wood, he explains, is like thinking your way to being in love. But I did find a secret that helped. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Another little scrap of useful knowledge. And thank you very much for the additional health. It might be in my best interest to build up vitality. Just in case something like this happens again. Also, probably not a bad idea to dream on vitality or perhaps passion. Whatever might get me something to deal with this dread. Despair, rather, we should say. Good contentment. Some days are better than others. Sometimes the sky is nothing like a filthy sheet. Sometimes the river runs clear. Fair enough, I suppose this stole it from there. Continue working at Glover & Glover for now. The auction's over. The book has gone on elsewhere. I retain my funds. Oh, I did not pay attention. I'm terribly sorry. One more time, please. Crowd of pinch faces, glinting eyes. Who will bid? The item at the auction is visible on the right. I assume erratic accounts by one Auron of the hunting and consumption of supposed immortals by shadowy cults of assassins, published in the late 19th century. Hi. I've bid. I raise my hand. The auctioneer raps out an acknowledgement. Will anyone match me? Perhaps not the best of choices. I do need funding. But for now. Despair Bates is nothing but a fleeting memory. And a touch of vitality just to keep us going. This will go down here. You here. I do need to find a proper organizational scheme here. But for now this will suffice. What to study, what to study, what to study. Study? Oh. So there are opposing types of lore. Interesting to note. So if I were to go here, this would be combined with either an ardent orison to learn more about it, or Chiliarch's lesson. Is the bone-deep story of the 1,000 men learnt in antiquity of blood and its exits. To speak it aloud is to hear the sword hiss. Use this in a rite with the corpse and winter power, and the corpse will rise. It seems that anything you use with winter will rise, or cause the corpses to rise, rather. I'm curious. And this, judging by the coloration, might give me edge. Another bidder. Someone else has matched my bid. I must match it with more funds or forget my prize. One bid more. That'll be it, though. Need our money. Need our resources. Beneath the world's skin, my followers committed a dangerous error. Their mind is still intact, but the light of the Mansus has touched the world here. Ah, Lee, you delightful idiot. Well. Tell you what. Let's discuss... Oh, hold on. I'm almost certain I should be able to discuss this with my follower. Aspect annoyance, aspect job. Speak with them. Subject. Send someone unsuitable to murder an annoyance. My minion lacks the edge aspect and is woefully unsuited to attacking the annoyance. Small chance they might succeed, but best not to. Okay. So the plan is to send someone to murder that gentleman so I can move on up. Okay. We can't study this occult scrap because there's not much to it. Ah, delightful. The auctioneer makes a note of my name and signals one of the attendants. I have my prize. I hope it's worth it. So do I, and I suspect it is, though. Study the Victory of Crowns by Arun. The assassins are, according to Arun, the agents of a power called the Coronel, a soldier of the Secret Masters. The accounts go all the way back to Roman times. And we'll begin studying that, and I think next episode I'll begin building up my little cult and possibly dealing with the matter of Mr. Alden. But that's a matter for the future. For now, thank you for your time. Hit the like, comment, and subscribe buttons below. Use them responsibly. And I shall see you all soon. Bye-bye.